12 News breaking news now.
Good evening, everyone. It's a very busy night. We're following breaking news in Phoenix. Sky 12 is live over the scene where 3 homes caught fire tonight. This is happening near 35th Avenue and in Canto. You can see all the fire units on the scene there. But I want to show you some video that's been provided to us by Phoenix Fire, and this is when the flames were active. Again, at least 3 homes involved. You can see the flames shooting from at least one of the homes there. Phoenix Fire is expected to provide more details in the next couple of minutes. As soon as we get that information, we will get you updated. We're also following breaking news out of Buckeye tonight. Police are investigating a shooting that has left at least one person hurt. Video from the scene shows a large police presence in a neighborhood near I-10 and Miller Road. Let's get right to 12 News journalist Tiani Jadalang, who just got to the scene. Tiani, what's the latest?
Mark, we just heard from officials with the Buckeye Police Department. They told us they got a call for multiple shots fired at around 8:15 this evening in this Buckeye neighborhood. And when they arrived, they found 3 shooting victims, all women between the ages of 16 and 20 years old. They don't know the relation other than they all knew each other. Officers attempted life-saving measures. 2 of those women were transported to the hospital with those serious injuries. One of the individuals was pronounced dead at the scene. We do know shots rang out and 2 males were seen running from the scene. Detectives are leading numerous different leads, or investigating numerous different leads rather, to identify who those 2 individuals are. They are still at large at the moment. We do know that one of those individuals, one of the women, were pregnant. We don't know how far along or any other details about that. We do know that, again, that those victims do appear to know each other, and it was a chaotic scene. That's what Buckeye Police Department are telling us. Not only were they trying to investigate what had happened, but protect the individuals, the victims rather, from fleeing the scene. Again, they're asking anybody in the area if they have any information or heard anything suspicious to please contact the local authorities. We actually did speak to some neighbors not too long ago who tell us this is a rare scene from this neighborhood. This is not something they typically see. This is a quiet neighborhood, and that was something that was doubled down by Buckeye Police Department as well. A lot of questions still not answered at the moment, but of course, Buckeye Police Department will be here late until the evening trying to investigate and unpack what happened at around 8:15 this evening. That'll do it for me in Buckeye. I'm Tiani Jadalang, 12 News.
All right, Tiani, thanks. We want to get back to that triple house fire in Phoenix from earlier this evening. We're joined by Phoenix Fire Captain Todd Keller. Good to see you, Captain. Thanks for joining us for a couple of minutes. I know it's a busy night for you guys. The first question always, has anyone been hurt?
Right now, I can tell you that no civilian or firefighter injuries have been reported. 11 people will be displaced out of the 3 houses, and we do have our community assistance member tending to those families' needs.
Do we have any idea how the fire started?
No, at this time, our investigators are on the scene to determine a cause, but I can tell you that one of the houses that was mainly affected was a vacant home, and that extended to an east house and extended to a west house.
So that was, you guys sent us some video. We saw flames shooting from one of the homes. Was that the vacant home?
Yes, absolutely. That was the vacant home that appears to where the fire had started. It went to that east house, which that's what had 2 people displaced, and then it extended to that 3rd house on the west, and that's where we have 11 people displaced. Command immediately balanced this assignment to a first alarm so we can layer our resources and recycle our crews in and out of that hot zone.
All right, Phoenix Fire Captain Todd Keller, thanks for your time, sir. I appreciate it. I'll let you get back to work. The Phoenix Police Department has fired a sergeant for his actions at a student-led ICE protest earlier this year. Phoenix Police Chief Matt Giordano released a statement announcing that he made the decision to terminate Sergeant Dustin Mullen. It comes after Chandler Police said Mullen planned to let students assault him at a January protest so that they would be arrested. Mullen has already sued the city, police chief, and a city council member, claiming the department had been retaliating against him. The lawsuit will move forward. New at 10, a Phoenix Parks employee has been arrested after police say he sexually assaulted a woman inside a bathroom at Hants Park yesterday. 31-year-old Roy Galindo has been charged with sexual abuse and kidnapping. Court documents say a woman asked Galindo to use a restroom that was closed for cleaning. He told her that she could try a different restroom across the park. The woman says he followed her to that location and assaulted her. Galindo told police the encounter was consensual. Police tell us Galindo is no longer working for the Parks Department while the city conducts an internal investigation. Well, tonight, the two Republican candidates for state school superintendent faced off in a contentious debate. 12 News journalist Craig Harris was in Scottsdale for that second debate between incumbent Tom Horn and State Treasurer Kimberly Yee. Craig, yesterday's first debate was nasty. What about tonight?
Wow, Mark, I tell you, it was right out of the gate. The gloves came off. Incumbent Superintendent Tom Horn went on the offensive, and Treasurer Kimberly Yee, who wants his job, didn't back down as they tried to convince voters who's the best GOP nominee for state schools chief.
I'm the only one in statewide elective office who's fighting for the normal against left-wing craziness. I am fighting hard against critical race theory and diversity, equity, and inclusion, DEI. And if you can believe it, my opponent was on a committee, was a member of a committee that promoted DEI.
That was Tom Horn's opening statement. A few minutes later, Kimberly Yee attacked Horn over his management of the state's Empowerment Scholarship Program.
The ESA audit did show that there is complete chaos in the Department of Education with respect to the management of the ESA program under Tom Horn.
Yee was referring to a recent state auditor general report that found minimal oversight of the ESA program for home and private school families. It said Horn's office had automatically processed $654 million in ESA transactions since December 2024. That led to purchase of amusement park tickets, airline tickets, hotels, meals, and other travel expenditures. Horn, however, said he has put in guardrails.
Some of the parents were upset about that. They thought they should be able to get whatever they wanted. So they asked for a $5,000 Rolex watch, $24,000 golf simulator. She said that I did not have the authority to deny what the parents wanted, that they knew what was best for their children.
Yee shot back.
Absolutely not true. This particular individual likes to twist words. And clearly, I would not authorize a non-educational expenditure such as a Rolex watch.
Yee's position on more ESA oversight has changed from a year ago. This is what she said when announcing her campaign against Horn. Do you support any limits at all? Do you think parents should be able to get a cello or a Rolex watch?
I believe in school choice and an educational free marketplace.
After the Clean Elections Arizona Media Association debate, the punches continued. Horn continued his criticism of Yee on DEI.
Financial education, we all know she's for that. Diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Yee responded with a litany of charges against Horn.
It's unfortunate that he continues to choose to use that in a public way, even with that cease and desist letter. And we have mismanagement with respect to the ESA program under the administration of Tom Horn.
Early ballots go out June 24th for the July 21st primary election. The winner will face either Democrat nominee Brett Newby or Teresa Liba Ruiz. I'm Craig Harris, 12 News.
Craig, thanks. A centralized 24-hour domestic violence hotline serving Maricopa County is going dark tomorrow. The SAFE DVS hotline connected survivors to a single operator who could then access available beds at all 7 county shelters and route callers directly to those shelters. Now survivors will have to call each shelter for themselves. The shutdown is mainly due to a lack of funding. Experts with A New Leaf, which operated the hotline for about a decade, say they're concerned with how much longer survivors will have to stay exposed while seeking help.
Anytime that you're reaching out, that's the most dangerous time for a survivor, is when someone's trying to exit that situation. If you double, triple, 7x time, the amount of time that they have to spend seeking help, that just increases your risk of getting caught.
We did reach out to Solari, the current operator for the hotline, for comment, but didn't hear back. We do have a list of resources for survivors available to you right now on our website. There's also the National Domestic Violence Hotline, which can be reached anytime at 800-799-SAFE. A scary scene at a North Phoenix strip mall today. Video shows the entire facade collapsing, sending roof tiles and wood crashing to the ground. Fire crews used cameras and listening devices to make sure that no one was trapped underneath the rubble. 2 cars, though, parked below the facade were hit by the falling debris. Thankfully, no one was hurt.
There are a lot of homeless people that kind of sit over there and that are just kind of, not a lot, but, they'll sometimes be sitting there just kind of resting, So I was just concerned for them.
I think it's a bit unfortunate because it could have probably been prevented. But, I just hope nobody's under there. Everybody's okay. I hope the people have insurance on their cars.
Witnesses said they saw a hole in the awning that collapsed for days before the collapse. Right now, it's unclear if that could have played a role. Investigators still trying to figure out what caused that collapse.